Yo, what's up everyone? Back again with another video. This one is going to be another request that I've been getting a lot, which is how do I like daily driving my square body? If you don't know, I've been daily driving my square body for about probably a year now. And like I said, I have a 2017 Silverado and I still choose to daily drive this square body. So I'm going to go into more depth as to why that is, but I feel like I'm going to break this video down into two parts. This video is going to be 5 reasons why I love it, and then there will be a video following this, which is going to be 5 reasons why I hate it. So there's going to be some pros and some cons, so I'm going to split them apart. This video is just going to be specifically about why I love it. So I really can't wait to dig into it. I got my new equipment going, and I can't wait to get in the truck, so let's get to it. All right, we just got a full tank. It is time to hit the road and talk about why I love this thing. Now, this list isn't going to be in any particular order. I'd say just going to be 1 through 5. But I'll hit it off with number 1, which is probably an obvious, and for me, it's just a badass truck. Now, I wouldn't say square bodies are rare, but square bodies in this condition definitely are. It's very hard to find these things, and when you're out on the road, this truck gets a lot of head turns, a lot of compliments. I was literally just at the gas station. This dude was like, "Hey, nice truck." Every time I go into a gas station, someone has to say something, and I love it. Holy shit. Okay, that was a big old rock. Anyways, something that, especially if you're into vehicles, you look for something that is not seen every day. You know, you want to stand out, and especially when it comes to classic vehicles, they not only stand out, but the ones in special condition definitely stand out. So that would have to be number 1. I just love this truck. Everything about this truck, its exterior, its interior, it's just awesome. Number 2, it's super reliable. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking, how is that possible? It's 36 years old. And yes, this literally still has the original engine that came in it. But it just shows the power of Chevrolet and the reliability. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of square bodies out there that break down probably every other week. And I'm not saying I haven't had problems with this vehicle. Like when I first bought it, I had some issues with it. But for being 36 years old, now it's to a point where I turn the key and it's good to go. I can drive this thing anywhere. So with that being presented, it's really awesome to just go outside and not have to worry about, you know, driving around and it breaking down. So that would be number 2, it's reliability. All right, now number 3 would probably have to be the history of this truck. Now, a lot of y'all probably don't understand what that means, but when you're driving a 36-year-old truck, I mean, it's cool to think of where this truck may have been, who owned it, where it was. And this one has been kept in spectacular condition, which is something that I'm sure the previous owner is very proud of, and as the owner currently, is something that I definitely cherish because, like I said, I see a lot of square bodies. They're not that rare, but the ones you normally see out on the road are rusted up and about to fall apart. This one is solid as shit, and it makes the driving experience just a whole lot better knowing that you can take this truck anywhere and be good with it. So that would have to be number 3. Number 3 is the history. All right, now number 4 would have to be the exhaust. Now, as I stated in one of my previous videos, this thing doesn't have any sort of crazy aftermarket exhaust on it, but I believe just the engine that it is, it produces like such a great tone, and I love hearing it. And you smell that old gas scent. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but if you've ever driven behind like an older vehicle, you just smell the gas from it, and it just, I don't know, it might be weird for this, but it smells fucking amazing. So it's awesome. Every time you floor the pedal, you hear it, you smell it. It just adds to the driving experience, and I can never get enough of it. And number 5, the reason why I love driving this truck is because every little piece of this truck is, I wouldn't say like customized, but it has been done by myself. Like this is like a piece of art done by me. So every time I get in this truck, every single piece that you see, in some way I touched or replaced. And it's just a pretty cool thought to knowing that this truck is in condition because you decided to put it there. Now, I could have gone 1,000 different routes on restoring this truck, but I decided to make it all original, and I'm definitely proud of how it came out. So every time I drive this thing, just a reflection of the work that I put in to get it here. And I think that's very cool to realize, if that makes sense. So that would be number 5. Now I wanted to go into more detail about things that I like about this truck that may have not been on the top 5 list, but that I still enjoy about this. And one of those things being, it's still a truck. You know, you can go off-road with it. The other day I loaded up a lawnmower, some weed eaters. You can't do that with like cars, but you can sure as hell do it with a truck. And that's another reason why I enjoy this so much, is not only is it reliable, not only does it look good, not only is it super comfortable, it's still functional at the end of the day. And that's also a huge bonus for someone who drives a truck. Now, another thing that I believe is super underrated is this bench seat right here. Now, I talked about comfortability in my top 5 list, but this thing has everything to do with that. Now, I am used to vehicles that have leather seats. My 2017 has leather seats. Even my 85, I installed a leather upholstery set on that seat. And which, by the way, that truck didn't have AC, and it was freaking miserable to drive in the summer, because that's when I primarily owned it, was in the summer. Now this thing, it's got cloth seats, it's got AC, heater, everything you need to drive comfortably with the windows up and down. But this seat right here, after owning cloth, going down the road, I will never own leather seats again. I mean, sure, it looks fancy, but when it comes to functionality and comfortability, I don't know. If someone tells you leather seats is more comfortable than cloth seats, they're lying to you. So get new friends. But another thing that I really love is the radio. Now, unfortunately, I only have like one phone with me, so I can't give you like a sound test because I didn't hook up the antenna to the radio. It's just for Bluetooth. So unfortunately, I can't give you all like a sound bite. But going down the road, I will. I've got a bunch of videos lined up, by the way. So if there's anything that I'm missing in this video, just hold tight. Most likely I'll get to it in a different video. But yeah, the radio is badass. I've got a 12-inch sub back here, as well as 2 6x9 speakers. Now, also, this is kind of off topic, but I know a lot of y'all have been asking me to do it, and that is throw a little bit of mud on it. You know, every video that you see of this truck, it's like not a speck of dirt is on it. And it's not that I don't like taking it off-road. I just don't like doing crazy stuff with it, because the tires and the lift that is on, I'll get a bunch of rub. And I'll show you what a result of rubbing already looks like, because it's sort of starting to affect the fenders from the tires rubbing up against it. So, but anyways, it's raining today, as you can probably tell in the video. It's really wet out. There's a little mud trail over there that I'm going to go ahead and drive through. I'm going to set the camera up to give y'all kind of a cool angle. I'm also going to film some content for TikTok and stuff. So, actually, if you're seeing this, most of y'all come from TikTok, so you'll probably see it already. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get some cool shots of the truck, putting a little bit of mud on it for all the haters out there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I will catch y'all in the next scene. Let's go. I love you to death, but I told you the truth. I can't just be with you and only you. Yeah, I got one Virgil, got one in that dead, the only 2, man. How many times have I shown and proved, man? How many nights I've been woke, swerving the potholes, not trying to fuck up the wheels on the road, okay? Funny how life goes, he thought he was sick, now we wiping his nose, okay? Soon as you give him your soul, you blow up and they say you're selling your soul, okay? They want my life exposed, they want to know about the highs and lows. Well, summer all I did was rest, okay? And New Year's all I did was stretch, okay? Well, that was pretty fun. As you can see, it's got some mud on it now. Unfortunately, here in Texas, it never rains, so I've never been able to actually floor it into some mud, but that was actually pretty fun. I wish I could do that more. But I hope y'all enjoyed those clips. I'll probably see y'all back at the house with some more details about my next video, so y'all stay tuned. And we are back. Don't mind my cat drinking out of my freaking fish tank again. Anyways, before I talk about the next video, I wanted to touch on a topic, and that is, with me starting this whole YouTube thing, it's definitely not something I'm used to, especially when it comes to talking to a camera like this, or you know, when I'm out in the field recording my truck. It's just not something I'm used to. So if I happen to stutter a lot, or I notice I say a lot as well, I don't know why. I think it's just because I feel awkward talking to the camera, but it's something I get used to, so just bear with me. Now, about the next video, it's obviously going to be 5 things that I hate about my square body. Now, the thing is, I feel like they're going to be things that y'all wouldn't expect, which is going to be exciting to kind of go over. And yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see it. And next video, I got a bonus, and it is going to include this vinyl. So any guesses on what it should be, drop in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.